Okay, so there are a couple people who don't believe that I am actually the one drawing what I draw, which is very flattering. I will have you know these are both of my hands. You can see they are symmetrical because they belong to one person. I mean, the skepticism is cute. I don't think I have to refute it, but it is funny. Anyway, I had a new idea for a short that I want to make, and since a lot of people think that I'm able to just naturally do this, I kind of wanted to show that it is not a natural process, and it does take practice. I mean, I have prior practice, but when trying something new, it takes that 20 years of practice that I have on me and another bit of practice. So I have my handy dandy practice paper. We're actually kind of running out here, but I mentioned this in my last video. I like to use it because, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit water damaged, but not so badly that it ruins the art. When I don't know if I'm going to make something that looks good because I'm practicing, I don't like to use my finest piece of paper because it's a little bit expensive and wasteful. Not that anyone asked, but I do reuse my washi tape when I'm practicing because I would go through it a ton if not, so I kind of just stick it off to the side in my little pieces, and it's a lot easier to switch out papers because I can just pull it off and put it right back on. I don't have to cut it or throw it away. So I'm being resourceful. I mentioned in my two-handed tutorial about taping paper down. I realized after I made that I should have clarified to use washi tape. I did promote using washi tape, but I didn't talk about why it's important to use washi tape, and a big reason why it is important is because it won't rip your paper. So I can take off this piece and it won't do any damage, but it still holds it down. Now you can only reuse these a certain number of times before they kind of lose their stickiness. Don't use normal, clear, adhesive, super sticky, like packaging tape, because that will tear your paper. And if you end up creating something you really like, it really sucks to have torn paper at the end. My idea was I'm gonna do my two-handed drawing thing that I've been doing, but I'm going to try to do it upside down. It's gonna be crazy, and I don't know if I can do it, but there's no doing it if there's no trying. So we're gonna try. Okay. I have my red and my blue here, my veins and my arteries, as some of you like to say, which is very funny to me. I don't think I've ever drawn a face upside down before. I've drawn many faces, but never upside down, I think. So normally I start like with the eyes or the nose and work my way down and then around. Oh gosh, okay. Let's do this. We're gonna start, I think, with the tip of the nose, then do the eyes. Okay, yeah. Oh gosh. That looks okay to me, but I actually don't know what that's gonna look like. Let's see. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, so what I can tell that I did wrong, first of all, she's so sad. She is so sad. She has too much heaviness down here. I know I messed up on the lips, but it's just too downward oriented, and I tried to give her a neck, and then I ended up not giving her a neck because her shoulders are right there. Oh gosh. Okay. That's okay. my first ever attempt, we will get better. So notice how when I made my last one, I didn't really like it, but I didn't say it was a failure. And instead, I pointed out exactly what I didn't like about it. And now I'm keeping what I thought about it in mind, and I'm going to try to correct that in this attempt. Whether I'll be successful or not, I don't know. But the key note that I want to harp on here is that there's no such thing as failure. There's art that we like and that we want to show off, and then there's art that we don't want to show off and maybe we don't like as much. But it's never ever a failure. Just because it comes out differently than what you had been expecting it to come out like doesn't mean it was a failure. It's just practice. I think it's really important for me to show these kinds of videos because many artists just show the final result, which is often very perfect and very beautiful, which is great, but I want to show that even artists like me who create really pretty pieces and show them off, even artists like me who do that, we struggle too. And I think it's important to show the practicing process. Okay, enough rambling. Let's try this again. I think I'm gonna start with the face shape this time because I kind of got the neck situation wrong. Okay, let's go. Oh shoot, I lifted my pen. Oh, that's okay. Maybe we'll not do a continuous one. How about that? Maybe that'll be easier. Because I've been doing the continuous ones, but maybe that's not the move. It's okay to try things differently sometimes. It's also okay to make mistakes. A lot of you can tell that I'm predominantly right-handed, and you are correct. I'm trying to be better with my left hand, but you can tell that my left hand is often shakier. I'm often more unconfident. And you know what? It's a process, and it doesn't bother me when you point that out because I know I'm trying. And trying is what's important. I can still make something that's cool either way, so I will continue to do so. Okay, I'm slightly concerned about how this is turning out. I think this might be kind of weird, especially because I'm not doing... I accidentally lifted my pen. Sometimes that happens. Like, really, it just shows that, yeah, her eyes do not look right. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there, because I don't know what else I can add, and I kind of just want to start over. Okay, you know what? I think that's better than the last one. She has a neck this time, she's a little bit long, and she's still kind of looking down, but practice. You might notice if you look at some of my other artworks, especially like my mini portraits. Actually, let me bring those out right now. My mini portraits are all held in this little book, and I love my miniature portraits. And some people ask how big they are. They're about 3 by 3, so they're pretty small. But my point in whipping this out is I say practice makes perfect, but I don't like that phrase, because what is perfect? I mean, yes, I think this looks good and I like it a lot, but it is far from perfect. I think messiness and having organic shapes and lines that don't quite make sense and colors that don't blend perfectly, I think that's beautiful. I mean, like this one, you can see she has the colors didn't blend, which could be considered a mistake or an imperfection, but I love it either way. I mean, it adds a quality to the picture that just would be lost if it were beautifully melted. That's another reason I love to draw faces, is faces aren't perfect, and I don't think they should be. And when we draw a face, especially when using a reference photo, it might not come out looking like the reference photo, but instead it becomes this beautiful, unique thing on its own. Yeah, okay. Getting lost in my own art here. One of my shorts right now, you've probably seen it, has upwards of 5 million views, which is blowing my mind, and I have so many emotions, and I don't know how to, I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I can ever do that again. It's crazy. If you're here because of that video, hey, thanks. But, gosh, it's, like, when it got to 1 million, I was like, okay, that's it. Like, it reached 1 million, it won't get any farther. And then last night, I saw, like, the little progression line kind of stop after 3 million, and I was like, okay. It's like 3 million, that was a good run. And then I wake up this morning, and it's at, like, 4.5 million, and it just hit 5 million, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so weird, especially when some of my other shorts, which when I posted them, I thought they would do really not 1 million well, but really well. It's so crazy to see the shorts that I'm more confident in only get like 1,000 or 2,000 views, and then shorts like that get 1 million. It's so crazy. I don't even have words. Anyway, okay, so the thing I didn't like with the last one is I think I made her a little too long, so I'm gonna make her rounder this time. And and I messed up because I took my pen off the paper. So I'm going to, I think, start with the eyes and work from there. Okay, let's see. Okay, I feel better about this one. Let's see how it turned out. Oh, hey! Okay. I actually like this one a lot more than the other ones. It's not perfect. Her mouth is really low and she has a small chin, but it's better than the other one for sure. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you here forever, but thank you for watching. I don't know if there's any such thing as natural talent. I know I practice a ton, and the only reason I can make what I make is because of things like this, like the video like this that you're watching right now. The only reason I can do what I can do is because I take this time to practice and look at where I mess up and recognize my mistakes without getting mad at myself, and use my mistakes to benefit what I create in the future. So yeah, keep practicing. You're a wonderful artist, regardless of what you think about yourself, and I'll see you next time.